Welcome to the now. Look, he's homeless. You don't want to show off, eh? You just want to go to sleep. Yeah. Ooh. Can I get a kiss? Please? Please? Thank you. So yeah, I wanted to give you a quick update on Toto. Ziggy, your turn. But she jumped on the bed. Come here. Transfer over to my leg. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, Mom. I got you. Ready, steady. Yeah, I got you. My cuddle buddies. Especially now that it's getting a little cooler out. Thank you. I don't need to ask this one for kisses. She just automatically goes for it. Don't you? Don't you? You should see how she's seated, too. I hope you guys can hear these sounds because they're really adorable. There you go. Hello. Thanks, Mama. So, besides showing you the love that I get on a daily basis when I'm actually physically present in and around them, I wanted to say hello. Apologize for not posting yesterday. It's been a pretty active 48 hours for me. Had the opportunity to start hosting more practices at a new studio in Bois des Filions called Mana Yoga. Go check it out if you're interested. They're having currently a free trial promo. So, a free week trial promo, I should state. If you are in the greater region of Montreal, more specifically like up north region, it's worth it. It's a cool little spot. Okay, that aside, I will tomorrow, the 12th of September 2019, be hosting, guiding, whatever you want to state, call, label it, 3 practices. The first 2 will be at Asha Yoga. The first is at noon. Sign up starts at 11:30 a.m. Like sign in, I should say. Sign up you can do now. Go do it now. Tomorrow's Thursday, so it's a 60-minute foundations practice. And then at 1:30, I will be guiding a 75-minute yin practice. Yin is really cool. If you've never heard of it before, it is a deep stretch practice, holding shapes between 1 to 5 minutes to really get space in not only the muscles, but the joints and the whole body. Maybe even between your ears. After which you can find me later in the evening at Atlas Gym guiding a boot camp yoga practice. The boot camp is preceded by a Kino stretch, which is a really, really nice combo. So, the schedule out of the way, I can... Sorry, got distracted. Blah. What did I want to say? I wanted to say that I've been applying traditional Chinese medicine to my kind of day-to-day, or trying to pay attention to symptoms that are appearing and so on and so forth. And so as I've been researching all these different things, I found a really, really cool article that was worth reading, and I lost it because then I went to look for other articles. But in a nutshell, the gist of it was, can I find it? Basically, the gist of it's very simple. Symptoms are your friends. Did you know? It's kind of like that whole concept of how pain is not a bad thing. On the contrary, it's a good thing. Symptoms are the same thing. They're your body's way of communicating that something's up. And I know that in the society we were kind of taught that as soon as your body tells you something, you're supposed to run in the opposite direction and shut it up and complain and find someone to help you turn off the signal. It's only eventually in the long term going to make it worse. So why don't you start communicating with yourself instead? and listen to what it is that uh, your body is asking of you. So, yep, that's kind of the gist of it. I personally have been going through a few waves, energetically speaking, where, and if you know me, you'll know that I'm someone who has tons of energy. After a few mishaps, um, more specifically, after traveling in South and Central America a few times and coming back and having a very overloaded schedule, I contracted parasites. This was a year ago, so much better now. Um, but since that whole parasitic infection and rehabilitation, my energy levels have been kind of crazy roller coaster. And having looked into traditional Chinese medicine and the body clock with respect to organs, I realized that I was shooting myself in the foot. My body was sending me signals via symptoms, and I was not necessarily turning a blind eye, but kind of lifting my nose to the symptoms and being like, well, that's a load of, and using caffeine and other external elements to try to boost my energy, and it would help momentarily, and then I would crash and burn. So, in respect to traditional Chinese medicine, I have decided to reduce my caffeine intake and modify my eating habits. Um, and so I'll just make this post a little longer to define that modification when it comes to my eating habits. If you were not aware, I am a plant based eater. I eat whole foods that come from plants and nothing that is or has eyes and can walk and so on and so forth, or nothing that comes from something that can walk or has eyes and so on and so forth. And becoming a plant-based eater made a huge difference in my wellness, in my energy levels. This happened over 5 years ago. But even at that, just because you eat plants or you eat plant-based products does not necessarily make you a healthy person. In modern terminology, plant-based could be considered vegan. There are junk food vegans out there. There are very many junk food vegans out there. I myself have dappled in the junk food vegan kind of sphere of life where, did you know, Oreos are vegan? Tell that to a vegan who doesn't know. They might go apeshit bonkers banana on Oreos. Sour Patch Kids are vegan. There's a lot of vegan things that are not necessarily healthy for you. And I'm pretty sure I made that post at some point where I was eating Sour Patch Kids and Oreos and I broke my tooth. Thank you, universe, for that moment, because I probably would have finished all the Oreos and all the Sour Patch Kids. Long story short, for the last, I'd say, about 4 to 5 years, when I shifted into healthy eating, I discovered smoothies and how to make smoothies for myself in the morning, and they were kind of like my holy grail of wellness. And I thoroughly enjoy fruits, I thoroughly enjoy sugar, and I could very well live off of smoothies for the rest of my life. My body was not so happy with that, funny enough. Eating too much sugar, and there's a lot of sugar in fruits, even though it's natural sugar, will have an impact on your organs. Your skin, FYI, is the organ that is responsible or detoxifies the most. So if you are noticing skin issues like eczema, psoriasis, acne, or anything along those lines, that is or are symptoms that your body is trying to get you to pay attention to so that you can sort of shift what it is you're doing. So, to keep this fairly short, because I could continue to rant not rant, but like take this thought into so many different directions. I have, thanks to Chinese traditional medicine, decided in the last 2 days to shift my eating habits so that I am not, or I am no longer starting my day with a smoothie as I was. According to Chinese traditional medicine, smoothies or cold foods, especially frozen or fruits and so on, cooling foods are not the best way to get your day started, nor is having coffee first thing in the morning the best way to get your day started. If you know me or have been anywhere near me, you know that I like my coffee. And in the morning, I can do pretty much anything but that cup of joe. Huh? Does it make it so much easier? And so that's the other shift that I've done. I have tried in the last 2 days, and it's working. Thank you, thank you. Thanking the universe and the energy that's helping me in this direction. Um, to not have coffee first thing in the morning. To literally give myself a good hour to wake up, drink hot liquids. Hot liquids being like this. This does not necessarily look hot, but it is. It's magnesium in a cup. Um, and yeah, so hot liquids in the morning, ginger, lemon, and it helps your liver continue to detox, your kidneys continue to release the toxins, so that your intestine and all your other organs can kind of tune in and be on time and happy with the clock. So, shifts thanks to Chinese traditional medicines. Um, yep, no coffee, no smoothie. I've actually been making oatmeal in the morning. Closing off on an anecdote, I have a friend who mentioned to me about 4 years ago or so, give or take, that oatmeal was breakfast every day. And I had this egotistical, now in retrospect, reaction where in the back of my mind I was like, geez, what are you, like an old person? Yeah. Old people, they have experience, it seems, and they know what's up. So having oats in the morning, not so bad of an idea. On the contrary, warm meal, hearty meal in the morning is a great way. Morning, and according to Chinese traditional medicine, between 7 and 9 a.m. is the best time to have that breakfast. Between 5 and 7, hot liquid, not caffeine, stretching and getting started slowly, like cranking yourself up for your day. And if you are like me, someone who thoroughly enjoys coffee, well, according to traditional Chinese medicine, the best time of day to have coffee is between 11 and 1 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. to be more specific. And they say that you should have coffee with a friend. Like the best time to go on a coffee date between 11 and 1 because that's the time where it's the heart hour. Those 2 hours are heart hour, and your heart could very well be warmed by a nice cup of joe and happy-go-lucky time with your friends. To finish off the loop, if you, like me, or like I used to, start your day kind of in a jolt and don't give your body and organs the time to slowly, like, rise like the sun doesn't just, like, spontaneously pop into the sky. It progressively rises and then progressively goes down to sleep. Sets. That's the word I was looking for. Um, you should do the same with your body. So let it progressively rise and set. Because if you don't, and you opt for the North American lifestyle of wake up, coffee, go, 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 then guaranteed, I know for a fact it personally happened to me on many occasions, that around 3, you're done. You're done. You want to go to sleep. You want to nap. And then clearly in this day and age, who really goes to nap at 3 unless they have this, like, really different schedule than the majority of us? And so give it a try. It's worth it. Thanks for listening to me rant. Have a wonderful now. I'll catch you soon. Peace out. And as always, thank you for watching. Share if you want to. Like, subscribe, comment. Do what feels right. And go check out traditional Chinese medicine. And have a great now. Okay, bye. Ah, I clicked the wrong button. So you're going to see a little bit more of me. Bye.